Right. I've been invited, but it's not working for some weird reason. It should work. Right, it's working. Alright, we're all good. Just need to wait on a few people now. We need to have the Mercedes in, and yeah, we've got one Mercedes, and we're just waiting for the Scoop to come in as well. So Mercedes will be starting back row, so I wonder how that's going to pan out tonight. Hopefully it goes well, but thank you very much, mate. Go commentator, thank you. The only trouble is I don't respect the profile picture. Nah, I'm joking. I'm joking. It's only because of Grealish, really, because I'm a Villa fan, so support Aston Villa, so you know. I do like it with the glasses and stuff like that, so you know. So yeah, anyway, back to the race. The reason I wasn't talking because there's nothing really to talk about, and if I just don't want me just waffling all the time, so I don't want me just waffling just about random crap, so you know. And yes, they go faster, the faster. It's a Brummie accent, so you know, can't help that. Faster, faster, faster. Yeah, anyway, we've got 17 people driving tonight. I'm spectating, so yeah, should be quite interesting. Hopefully it is interesting. So yeah, we're going to have a Mercedes back row, and hopefully we could have a good race tonight. Qualifying, a bit rubbish, I won't lie. It was a bit so. But anything can happen in qualifying. Q3 was the best part of qualifying. Q1, Q2, obviously I have nothing because the only part about Q2 is everyone near enough just getting knocked out. So that was it. So yeah, I'll see you lot when we're on the grid for the formation lap in just about probably, if it's not in 5 minutes, maybe 2 minutes. If it's not in 2 minutes, maybe more than 5 minutes. So who knows. Right, should be getting ready at any moment now. Right, now everybody's readying up. So we have 17 on the grid, 2 of the Mercedes at the back of the grid. It should be full of excitement here tonight, and I'll see you lot on the grid, as I've said again. What, you go from P15 to 17? We'll see. You never know. Anyone could crash at the start, so you don't know. In Formula 1, anything can happen in Formula 1. So we've got Vettel 5, and we've got Scoop. We've only got one Red Bull tonight. We've got 2 McLarens, one knocked out in Q2, and another one managing to get Q3, so not too bad. Anyway, let's get it started. Yes. Right. There are 5 seconds until we start Division 3, Round 1. But first, we've got to go through the formation lap. Everyone's got to choose their setups, make sure their race is all good. And here we go for the formation lap. Here in Division 3 in Slipstream Racing League, and it's the first round of Slipstream Racing League Division 3 at Bahrain. Every start has to be at Bahrain. We all just know that is facts. So anyway. Here we just get underway for the start of the Division 3 season, and hopefully it will be fun. Go on, Blaze. Yeah, the Red Bull. He's starting P4 tonight. He put in an amazing qualifying. Q3 wasn't the best in, but he still managed to get P4 in the end. So formation lap is about to be over in just a few moments time, and we'll get underway for our first lap of the season, second season in Slipstream Racing League at Bahrain in Division 3. Division 1 has been covered on someone else's YouTube channel. He put his name in the comments or live chat in the first stream that we did. I covered Division 2 on Friday. Maybe I can cover Division 4 tomorrow, but I'll see about that. Oh, the Haas has spun on a formation lap. That is very rare. Very rare. So spinning on a formation lap isn't the strongest suit. So Arn and Raptors have both been knocked down. So we've got 10 people here tonight watching on. 10 people who are supporting whoever they are supporting, whether they're supporting anyone or here, because they are here for the excitement here tonight. So all the cars are placed on the grid, nearly, anyway. We can't see the lights. Oh, here we go. 5 red lights. And away we go here for Division 3, Round 1 here at Bahrain. And that is XD Paco with a good start in the house here. Everyone is just bunched up out on the break. is going to try something here on the Alfa Romeo. Trying absolutely everything. XD Paco is too fast. He's already 8/10 ahead of Dutch Chewy, Blaise Kona and the AlphaTauri. The sister teams are fighting it out here. Red Bull against AlphaTauri. The Red Bull goes a little bit wide and Cousinho goes P4 ahead of Kona. Or Blaise, should I say. As the Alpine is going to try and sneak one on, which is Fruit Colema. And he gets the move done on Blaise as there's yellow flags moving around in sector 2. And there's just absolutely everything. There's just chaotic. It's just chaotic everywhere. But the top two are separated by 1.2 seconds, 1.3 seconds now. We've got 11 people watching here tonight. And an amazing first lap that everyone has put in the shift. So we're going to have all the tyre details on. Now XD Paco will obviously set the fastest lap. He's on the freshest softs. He sets 1:30.7, so that doesn't really matter. We're on about the race now. So no DNFs. And Scoop is going to try something here on Blaise. Blaise has gone from P4 to P9 in just one lap. And that's a terrible start for Blaise. As now, Scoop goes P9 ahead of Blaise. Danny in P8. He's going to try and chase herself. And Mercedes with an absolute brilliant start. P6 and P9 for the Mercedes team. So that's perfect. XD Paco is now 2 seconds ahead of Dutch Chewy. He's really fast. Has really looking strong for this season. So are Red Bull. So are Alfa Romeo. But this is where it all really comes down to, because XD Paco is already 2.1 seconds ahead of Dutch Chewy. And it's quite spread out between the top three. So we could see absolutely nothing from the top three tonight. Ace Wonderbread is now spaced out toward the AlphaTauri. Oh, what? There's yellow flags flying around sector 2 and sector 3. Now, the Williams wants to chase Cousinho _23, but he's only 1 second as the DRS is enabled this lap. No safety cars just as yet. The field is quite tight, and that is on all the way down in P17. As there's a fight between Hesself and Danny, the Alfa Romeo and the McLaren are squabbling. But now, here comes Scoop with an absolute brilliant move there. Well, he's going to try something on the Alfa Romeo, but goes a little bit too deep. He's going to go round the outside. He's going to go the long way round. But he's wheel to wheel with the Alfa Romeo. The Alfa Romeo sends it on the inside, and that is P8 for Scoop. And the Alfa Romeo sends one on the inside. That's very good, and they touch. And Hesself gets himself back up into P8 now, and nothing is really spread out here. And Hesself goes wide. He has to go wide. Scoop is going to literally just do anything on this Alfa Romeo now, as he nearly rear ends the Alfa Romeo here. As now it's a three-way battle for P8, and it looks like Blaise has a bit of understeer, or he just doesn't look fast through the corners. But there is going to be a three-way fight down the main straight on lap 4 here. Well, these guys are on lap 3, but they're moving on to lap 4 now, these guys. And now Scoop is going to try something. This is the worst camera angle I've ever seen, but he's got up into P8, and now Blaise tries to send one, and the Alfa Romeo goes a little bit wide there, Hesself, and Blaise takes P9 off the Alfa Romeo. Matteo gets up into P10 himself. Hesself has just lost about 3 places to a Mercedes, a Red Bull and a Ferrari. And the Ferrari has spun. I've seen that with my own clear 2 eyes, and he has spun. It's a very, very unlucky moment for the Ferrari. He got himself up into P10, but now he's down into P14. And now Vettel 5 is going to want to chase the Williams down the straight now. But P5, Danny gets a penalty. Not too sure why. The gap between, it's quite spread out the field. It's really spread out. But now Mercedes are rocking and rolling here tonight. Mercedes are trying everything. XD Paco is 2.9 seconds ahead of Dutch Chewy. So them two are spread out. Now it's 3 seconds. Now the rear wing gets open for the Mercedes. This is a better camera angle. The Mercedes goes round the outside of Ants Wonderbread. Vettel 5 tries absolutely anything. This is clean racing, as they do touch a little bit, and that's P4 for the Mercedes. They are looking very, very strong right now, as it's these two again fighting and fighting and fighting. Blaze gets a 3-second time penalty. Blaze goes on the inside of the Alfa Romeo. There is a bit of action, but not between 1 and 2, as we would have expected. They're wheel to wheel now, and Blaze goes a little bit wide. He did get a touch of oversteer there. So Scoop is going to want to chase the Alpine, but the Alpine is currently chasing the Williams, so this could give Scoop a bit of a chance here, as he's only 3.6 seconds behind. Dutch Chewy is 3.2 seconds behind the race leader. He's sitting in P2, but now Ace Wonderbread sends it on, well, sends it either way, but oh, Fruto Clemmer nearly got the position off the Mercedes, so Mercedes nearly slipped up there. Vettel 5 nearly slipped up, but now there is still loads and loads of chances to get in the mix here tonight, as we only have 23 laps remaining of the Bahrain Grand Prix. No one's made stops yet. Everyone's just getting their rear wing open, and now it's a fight between Mercedes and Williams once again. The two Mercedes-powered engines fighting it out, softs against mediums. The mediums really not working tonight for the Williams, but the Williams, oh, they touch. That is a massive crash. That is a really massive crash between the Williams and the Mercedes. We caught that visually on camera, and this is why we need the commentators. They're always there for a reason, to look at incidents and many others. But Ace Wonderbread and Vettel 5 have gone from P4 and 5 to now P9 and 11. So that pushes the Alpine and the AlphaTauri up into P3 and P4. But yet again, the field is really spread out. The top 5 is really spread out, and they're spread out by each 3 seconds. So hopefully there is a safety car here tonight to close the gap down a little bit. But Dutch Chewy is not even gaining at all on XD Paco, as Scoop has spun. Scoop has spun on left corner, and that is the worst time to spin while your teammate is fighting a Williams right now. Mercedes are having absolutely having a field day today, but they keep spinning. They're spinning at really crucial corners that they need to get past. But Vettel 5, it wasn't his fault, to be fair. I don't think it was anyone's fault between these two. But the Williams and the Mercedes fighting it out. The Williams goes on the inside, and the Williams takes P8 of Vettel 5. The Mercedes is going to throw everything at the Williams tonight. He's going to try absolutely everything. But the Williams have DRS, so that gained him a bit of time. Probably gained him only 3/10. So the McLaren in P5 of Danny. So every McLaren as it stands has points this season from Division, well, except Levy, who lagged out in Division 2 on Friday. But every McLaren so far, except Levy, has points so far this season. So, would McLaren keep their drivers? That's the main question. But anything can change as... Oh, Scoop! He spun again. No, that was Vettel 5. Vettel 5. Mercedes keep on spinning and spinning and spinning. They're out of the top 10 now. What a terrible, terrible moment that Mercedes are having right now. And that's giving XD Paco more and more chance to win this Grand Prix. And now Matty is going to have an absolute struggle here because he's coming up against 3 guys. Yeah, and goes into the corner really early. And Fruto Clema gets a 3-second time penalty. People are just getting penalties left, right and centre. But now Scoop goes round the outside of the McLaren. Oh, he's rear-ended the McLaren. McLaren stays in P8. But now the Aston Martin of Jay Sutt tries to go on the outside. Oh, but Scoop spins again. This is so, it's getting from good to bad, and now it's getting from bad to worse for Mercedes tonight. Oh, it's P13 and 15 for them now. It has been, these first 8 laps have been terrible for Mercedes as Scoop gets ahead of Raptors. Up into P12 he goes. Vettel 5 is really struggling. Well, this isn't Vettel 5, but it is Matteo, so Jay Sutt is going to have DRS on that back straight. Now, oh, there was a collision between Raptors and Scoop. What is going on tonight for Ferrari and Mercedes? This is absolutely unbelievable. We should at least have a safety car by now. We've done 9 laps and we've had collisions all over the place and no safety car, not even a virtual safety car. That's what's concerning me about tonight. Is there going to be any safety cars? Now, the Aston Martin will have DRS. Probably not ERS as he is a bit too far back. And Matty is in the points. He had a terrible qualifying and staying on the same tyre. But he's having a so much better Grand Prix. And now the Williams sends it on the inside there. Probably an outside there move there. But he gets up into P7. Oh, brilliant. So a few people looking to chase, but the gap between first and second is 5.1 seconds. That is very far indeed for Dutch Chewy to catch up to. And XD Paco is just storming through the field. He's too quick. He's a bit too quick for Division 3, but should be at least Division 2. Dutch Chewy, he's absolutely struggling on those softs. He's done 9 laps on those softs. And Danny, Fruto Clema, I think that's Fruto, yes, it's Fruto Clema in the pits for hards on the 10th lap of this Grand Prix. So it's a 1 stop for the Alpine. What is he thinking? What is in his mind right now? He's going to be on the slowest compound on the track and the less grippy compound on the track. He gets it out into the top 10 as well. So that looks really promising for the Alpine, as anything can happen for now. But I'm pretty sure the top 3 are going to go longer on those softs. They've done 10 laps on those softs and they're 9 laps old. And a lot of changes have been made. So 4 people now on hards, 3 people on softs, and the rest are on mediums. So it looks a bit boring for the top 4. It looks really boring. Ace Wonderbread is making a real comeback here, and it looks very, very exciting for him tonight. The Williams is having an absolute dream day, a dream night here tonight. at Bahrain. But now, Blaze goes a little bit wide. He already has one penalty, but now Dutch Chewy and the AlphaTauri, they're into the pits now, and their pit stops right next to each other. Well, that doesn't really matter, but Alex Wonderbread gets the DRS down the main straight. Now, what is going to happen? As now the Williams thought about it on Blaze on the inside, but just couldn't get the timing. It could be down this straight now, as Blaze is really struggling, and really struggling, and I mean struggling. Now down the inside, from the helicopter view we get switchback from the Red Bull. The Williams is trying to keep position here, and these two are having an absolute battle here. And this is a really fun fight to watch, as these two have just battled it out for a podium place on lap 11. So nice battle from the helicopter view, what we have just saw here. There's so many views that we can watch from, and we just saw from the helicopter view. And now there's still a lot of time remaining for this Grand Prix to happen. We've only done 11 laps out of 29. We're now on lap 12 now, as XD Paco crosses the line and is 19 seconds ahead of second. He looks really promising, XD Paco, for maybe a Division 2 place. Well, it looks too easy for him in this championship. It may just be no championship points. I think it might be a boring season in Division 3, but who knows, anything can happen in Formula 1. But the Red Bull and the Williams, who are fighting, are now in the pits. So now what does this mean? McLaren are 2 on 4, so the medium runners will go longer, and the soft runners will go shorter. Vettel 5 is now down into P17. Scoop and Vettel 5, who are looking promising, who start from the back and have got into the top 10, and now 14th and 17th. So they're basically back where they started from lap 1. As now Danny is 19.5 seconds behind XD Paco, who looks really fast. But there's still time to remain, because XD Paco can spin. Will he spin? Can he spin? How can he spin? Those are the main questions here tonight. So I'll look at the comments. Vettel name is Ultra, by the way. Okay. Is there any spaces left? I haven't got a clue, mate. You'll have to ask people, maybe, well, you'll have to go to TikTok on that one, and then you can just press the link in the bio on the Slipstream F1 League on the TikTok. Sorry, I'm not too sure whether there are spaces. XD Paco's in the pits, and now he's just come out, so it's a bit glitchy. As now Dutch Chewy is 3.4 behind XD Paco, and XD Paco is on a fresh pair of mediums. So it looks like he's going for a 2-stop. And that is Ushan out of the Grand Prix. And no safety car. I feel like we are missing so many fights here. Jason has just come out the pits behind Kieran May 30. And now everyone is going to go past Ushan, who is now down into P17, our first person to not finish tonight. So at the minute, we have 7 that will not get points tonight, but 10 will get points tonight. So it's looking promising for McLaren tonight, as one of the McLarens is in the podium, but has 12-lap-old mediums. He might come to the pits now, actually. He might come to the pits this lap, but the AlphaTauri is on 1-lap old hards. He's looking like he can catch up to that McLaren, and the McLaren is really struggling on those mediums. And the opted strategy, which most people pick for, is medium hard, and I think that is what it is from the McLaren. It is hard. So hards are coming on for the McLaren. Oh, what's happened there? Got a bit of a delay there. Oh well, we've still got the timing of the pit. As now R1 D3 and Blaze are fighting it out, and the Williams takes P8 off P9. Red Bull against Williams here tonight. It's just mainly them two. XD Paco looks to be a driver that should be in Division 1 or Division 2. He surely can't be in Division 3. Because that pace against Dutch Chewy is 5.1 seconds of a gap. And that is really far. So, you know, who knows of what could happen as Blaze is back up into position. But now the Williams can fight it out and fight it out here. This is not fast enough. Oh, he thought about it on the inside. The Red Bull keeps position as Ultra, should I say, as I've learnt. So it is Ultra, and he is on a fresh pair of softs. Lap 15 out of 29. This race is moving really quick, and it's mainly P8 and 9 that are just doing that are just doing most of the battling. They're making most of the fun. And now the Williams and the Red Bull are going to fight it out once again. He's getting closer and closer, sends it on the inside and gets P8 off Blaze. But Blaze going to try and fight it, and Blaze can't get there. Who's going to get that rear wing open? That's the main question. It's R1 D3, but oh, the Red Bull sends it on the inside there, and the wheel to wheel. Now they're going through the chicane, and there's yellow flags waving around in sector 1. And that's Matteo. Oh no, if he does that, he can cause a safety car. And that pushes Matty into P9 in the McLaren. So it's extra points for McLaren so far. It's extra points for Alfa Romeo so far. There's only 6 points for Williams here tonight. And Blaze Coda tries something on the Williams, but he's too far. Oh, he goes really, really wide as there's yellow flags. Absolutely no there. And Ultra has left the session. And he's in the pits, so he's on fresh up, softs. He's thought, nah, give up. And that's it for Ultra probably. But now, these two are making the most of it. These two are making the stream worth it. It's making me worth commentating these two. But Dutch Chewy and XD Paco, they are really far away from each other. And the Red Bull tries to send it on the outside. But now, Danny's in a bit of trouble off the Williams. The Williams sends it on the inside here and takes P6 off Danny, but Danny is going to go right round the outside. Jay Sutt has retired. That is our second DNF of tonight, and that is a virtual safety car. So we've got our first safety car of tonight, but it's virtual. Does that mean these two can catch up to each other? That is the real main question. Can these two catch up together? XD Paco and Dutch Chewy, but who's got the better pace? Who's got the better skills in this? So now everybody overtakes the DNF of Jay Sutt. Only one Aston Martin tonight, and they won't get points for round 1. And we're back underway after the virtual safety car, and green flags are running once again. These two are still too far. Is a safety car going to come? That is the main question. Because nothing is really happening, and it's just 6th, 7th and 8th that are just fighting. It's mainly these three, McLaren, Williams and Red Bull. But now the McLaren is going to have to, it's going to go 3 wide. Oh my God, what a scrap, what a fight. And there was a bit of contact made, but it's still fair and clean. And the Williams loses 2 places to Blaze and Danny, and Ace Wonderbread is down into P8. Very nice there, nice battles between P6, 7 and 8. P9, a bit too far away. But if one of these three can cause a safety car for battling, we can have a final 1-2 fight here tonight. But it's very clean, and that's what we want. And it's looking a bit too clean, should I say. Looking a bit too clean. So now, all we want is just these three to fight, and Blaze is pulling away with it. And now Hesself is going to get into the action as well. So now it's going to be 5, 6, 7 and 8 fight. It gets even more interesting as the laps go on. And now the Williams sends it on the inside. They've both got DRS. It's basically a drag race down the straight. The Williams is losing to the McLaren, and the Williams sends it on the inside now of the McLaren. These two are really, really battling it out here on the main straight, and the McLaren holds position. And they've both got DRS again. Hesself in the Alfa Romeo is really struggling, and defensive there from Danny in P7. Ace Wonderbread and Danny are fighting, and Danny's down into P8. And now it's an 8-9 for the McLaren team tonight. Just wow. Just wow. These four are having a real good scrap there, and they're keeping it really optimistic, and they really want this to really happen. But now it's just now down to these three. Danny is 6/10. He's losing time. Who was that? That's Hesself, who was just lost 2 positions to Blaze and Ace Wonderbread. And these two just keep fighting and fighting each lap. We've got 10 laps remaining in this Bahrain Grand Prix, and there's so much time. We have 10 laps, but still, who's that in the pits? Oh, I must have just been seeing things now. I obviously must have. But the Williams and the Red Bull in a fight, but just didn't think about it. And Raptors is now out of the Grand Prix. He thought I'd retire in the pits. So we have 3 out of today's Bahrain Grand Prix. But Ace Wonderbread and the Red Bull are fighting, and Ace Wonderbread takes P5 off Blaze. These two are still fighting. Can you believe it? These two just keep fighting and fighting each lap. And maybe it's just maybe XD Paco and Dutch Chewy, they're not going to have a fight tonight, which is very unfortunate. But it is what it is. And Danny's got a 3-second time penalty. I'll read the comments for now. How much is P3 doing lap times? I'll have a look now. Right there, race director. Alright. We're missing fights here. But there's the lap times from lap 1. So pretty decent there from Cousinho. And back to the fights. Never mind about them. We're on about these, and Blaze and Ace Wonderbread just keep fighting and fighting. They're just fighting each lap, and Blaze takes P5 and Danny takes P7. Alfa Romeo are getting so much less points than ever before. But now these two are fighting it out once again. how many times are these going to fight? Because it's one day I'm going to break my jaw. Well, one moment I'm probably going to break my jaw from these two, because my jaw is starting to hurt now from all this commentating that I'm doing, just because of these two. And it's really, really good to see. Right, well, have a look at XD Paco. He just looks really good. Right, lap 21 it is for XD Paco. He's so far ahead of the Alfa Romeo. And if a safety car was to come now, everyone would just be straight on softs. And this is what you call a real racing league. A very fair and clean racing league. But these two, it's a bit far back for Blaze to try and make an overtake. We've got 10 people on the stream tonight. I'll have a look at that comment actually. Can you show penalties for a few seconds? Okay, I will. Just give me a few moments, penalties. So, Blaze has a large amount of penalties of 12 seconds. And then you've got Danny with 6 seconds, and you've got Matty with none. You've got Ace Wonderbread with 6. And you've got Fruto Clema with 3 seconds. Scoop with 6. Hirame with 9. Matteo with 3. Arn with 6. And Ultra with 6 as well. So the penalties, I'm going to go straight back off as soon as possible. And there we go. We have turned the penalties off. So now these two just keep fighting and fighting. They've been fighting for so many laps. How many times are their DRSs going to get open? Matty goes up into P8 because Hesself has decided to pit for soft. So what's he thinking there? Is he going to try the alternate strategy of a 2-stop? I think XD Paco is going to go to the end. Now I think it's too late for him to pit, and obviously hard can get better and better each lap. So he's done good tyre saving tonight, XD Paco, and he's really fast, and this is what I like to see, and it is really nice to see. And Ace Wonderbread is in the pits. So what is happening? It's softs. It's softs for Ace Wonderbread. Wow. So the McLarens are going to the end. So does that mean for XD Paco, he's going to come into the pits? What does this mean for him? Because he's done so many laps. He's done probably about 10 laps on those mediums. Probably more. Probably about 12 laps on those mediums. And his tyres are only 8 laps old. So he's done some good tyre saving there, XD Paco. And whoever that is getting lapped, they're getting lapped. Oh, it's teammate and teammate getting lapped. That is not what Haas wanted. So, XD Paco is going to lap his teammate. Can you believe it? And now, XD Paco's just got DRS. How brilliant is that? XD Paco gains more time because of his teammate being lapped, and that is the power of your teammate getting lapped. But it can also cost points. That's the matter of fact. And these two are... And Blaze is now into the pits. He's now into the pits. That's P5 for Danny. So Danny's going to go to the end. Can Matty get ahead of Blaze? Yes, he can. That's P5 and 6 now for McLaren. McLaren have fought so hard tonight. They've done ever so well here tonight, and they've tried their absolute hardest. And they'll keep trying and trying. They'll keep pushing and pushing. Dutch Stewart and XD Paco, the gap is 15 seconds. And now these two are widely spread out. is that it for battles here tonight? Unless the safety car. But lap 24 has started. But does that mean for nothing to happen for the rest of the Grand Prix? We've only got 5 laps left. Oh, we might as well look at comments. Come on, boys. P5 and 6, yes. That's the respect there, the passion from the McLaren boss there. P5 and 6. Matthew, who had an awful qualifying, he was in disbelief in the Discord. He was in disbelief. He was like, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that. But he's showing that he could do that because he's P6. He's came from P12. He's gained 6 places tonight. What a man. XD Paco is just leading, and Ace Wonderbread set to 128.3. It's almost like a quali lap time there. That is a lap time. Oh, we're going to see a scrap here between Ace Wonderbread and Matty. And they've both got DRS from this, you know. And they're going to fight and fight. The Williams is going to send it on the inside. And it's a real battle. But the softs are just going to beat old hards. And that's P6 for Ace Wonderbread. Oh, no. It would have been a 5-6 tonight for McLaren. But now it's going to look like a 5-7. But Ace Wonderbread can still catch up to Danny, who's in P5. This man's going to go to the end on his compound that he's on now. Fair play to him. He's going to go to the end, but there's going to be absolutely no safety car tonight. We've only had a virtual safety car. So, you don't expect a lot from a season opener, but listen, we've seen a lot tonight from Ace Wonderbread and Blaze, so no one's been awful tonight. No one has been awful, so absolutely big respect to everybody who has competed tonight. Even if you're a Division 4 reserve, I don't care. Well, sorry, a Division 3 reserve, and you're racing Division 4. You have done, where you are, you've done well. So that doesn't matter. There's 4 laps, and XD Paco is going to definitely go to the end. And we only have 4 laps remaining at the Bahrain Grand Prix. So nothing has really happened. And that is the main problem of tonight. Just nothing has happened. But nothing else is now going to happen in the Grand Prix. So is that really it for us tonight? Is that going to be it? Is that going to be the end of tonight's Grand Prix? Is this what we're going to have to settle with tonight? I think that might be. I think it might be. So no voice cracks from me tonight on final lap action and whatever. But I think that's it really. XD Paco is basically going to win the Grand Prix. And the field's too spread out to, you know, have a safety car. So this is basically the end of the Grand Prix. This is what we're going to have unless XD Paco spins. But hopefully he doesn't. We want to see anybody win tonight. We could see anybody win tonight. As we get the helicopter view once again. Yeah, as we're going to get anybody's view. Here we have the helicopter view of Ace Wonderbread, who's going to chase that McLaren down. But we only have 2 laps remaining in the Bahrain Grand Prix in Division 3. So we're going to have 14 finishers tonight. Division 1, we only had 12 finishers. Well, probably, yeah, 12 or 13 finishers. And now, these two are going to battle him. And these two are going to carry on and carry on because Blaze has taken P7 off Matty. Matty has done so well tonight, but listen, it's too easy places for the soft runners. Oh, yellow flag. Yellow flag in sector 3. But we're going to carry on. We're going to carry on. Kira May gets into the top 10, so that's extra points this weekend for Williams. And I think, oh, Hesself is chasing Matty now. Scoop. There's really nothing else is going to happen tonight. We have one more lap remaining, and that is it. We're going to go on our final lap tonight. We have one more lap. What a performance he has put in. Hesself and Danny are fighting. Matty, sorry, and that's his 8th place for Hesself. He's had a decent Grand Prix. It's not been the best for the Alfa Romeo, but he's in the points at least. That's all that matters for him. And now, it's really it basically. That's all. 19 seconds between XD Paco and Dutch Chewy. So that is a real big gap. 20 seconds now. So no safety cars are allowed now. It's it. It's the finale of tonight. We're going to go on to the final lap now. Nothing else is going to happen. No other place is going to be changed. It's going to be the final time now for tonight. So, we're going to go on to our last lap. We're going to round the circuit one more time. Lap 29 out of 29 here tonight at the Bahrain Grand Prix. It's been an absolute job and a half tonight for XD Paco, who's had to gain 20 seconds. There's yellow flags at sector 1, and that is a Ferrari who has spun, and that is Matteo P _72. So now we're just going to ride on the onboard of the Haas, the first onboard we're going to do in this race. No safety cars can come out now because this is the last moments of tonight in Division 3. And what a Grand Prix we have witnessed here tonight, because it's been full of fights between 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th and 9th. And actually Matty is up into P8 now, because obviously something's happened to Blaze. But now, blue flags waving around. Blue flags are waving for this man, because he has been an absolute top dog tonight in Division 3. Now, he's only got one more corner to face, and he's won the Bahrain Grand Prix. So now, round the final corner goes XD Paco. Round the final corner, and that is going to be the win for XD Paco. He wins the Bahrain Grand Prix in style. And now you can tell he's won by 18 seconds. And that is a long gap. But now, Hesself and Danny, they're going to fight it out. They've only got one more chance here tonight. Dutch Chewy will finish second now. But now, these two are going to fight it out. These two are going to fight it out. They're going to try. Hesself, oh, it's really hard racing. Hesself and Matty are going to keep going. Hesself takes P7. Anything now can happen between these two. Ace Wonderbread takes P6 off Danny, and that is it for the Grand Prix basically. Now, It might be a photo finish. No, it won't. Hessel will come home in P7 in style. It's still points for McLaren though. Oh, that is massive for McLaren. As Hessel has been pushed up to P5. Brilliant. Kieran May yet to finish, and he goes, and I don't know actually, but that is it for the Bahrain Grand Prix. I guess I'll see you lot tomorrow in Division 4 at probably 7 o'clock I think as well. So Division 4 will be on tomorrow as well. So 9 o'clock it finished, and here's XD Paco with his boxing skills on the podium. He wins the Bahrain Grand Prix tonight. He has been brilliant. He deserves it. What a first round from all 3 divisions so far. Tomorrow, we've got Division 4, which is on the Monday, which is tomorrow. And for next week, Division 3 will be at Jeddah. Division 1 will be at Jeddah. Division 2 will be at Jeddah. And even Division 4 will be at Jeddah. So, XD Paco is our winner for today's Bahrain Grand Prix. Dutch Chewy second, Cousinho, let's just put it in that way, third, Frotok Lema fourth, Hessel fifth, Matty sixth, Danny seventh, Ace Wonderbird eighth, Blaze ninth, Kieran May 10th, Matteo 11th, Scoop 13th, Arm 13th, 14th Ultra, and then Raptors, Jay Sut and Fake Ushan, they're out of the Grand Prix. So brilliant Grand Prix here tonight. A point will do for you, mate. Matty has been brilliant tonight, and thanks for the comment as well, mate. Kieran, mate. A point will do for you, mate. That's all that matters. You're in a Williams, and it's going to be a tough season for absolutely everyone tonight. Well, not tonight, should I say. For everybody. I don't know if I can try and get interviews. I don't know, but I'll have a look. You know what? No interviews. We might as well just stick with what we've got tonight. So, that is all for tonight's race. And I'll hope to see you lot next week for Division 3. But I'll see you tomorrow for Division 4. If I'm free tomorrow commentating. If I'm not live by 7 o'clock tomorrow, I'm obviously not commentating for tomorrow. But see you lot later. Goodbye. I'll see you next week in Division 3. Or maybe tomorrow.